Hello guys, it's me, Sean here. Welcome back to another flareon commentary where someone always get burnt. I say I'm a credential that I do another content for Mario, but honestly, I'll be doing nothing more than calling Pokemon Mario a asshole. So one day, I was going through my YouTube homepage and I found this channel called phantomstrider8. And the first video I recommended to you was his top 10 worst cartoons of all time. For the most part, it was alright. His last two issues was iffy. His number one was 2 episodes of Family Guy that you really hate. But I decided to look past that, look at his other videos, but until I saw this video, his top 10 worst Family Guy episodes. This is way better than Pokemon Mario. So, let's hit it.
And make it clap, make it clap, and make it clap, make it clap, make it clap. Kissing on each other, hey, yeah, they going in. Before I pulled out, when your bitch hop in, might take it to the house, cause the party never ends. Experience is a rock, then I mix it up. Strip a molly on the table, then she mix it up.
Note the disclaimer. It's time to look at the darker side of Family Guy. I stand by the opinion that Family Guy has had some brilliant episodes. Some have been real classics that have redefined our standards of comedy animation. But there's been some Family Guy episodes that have been bad.
No matter what you do for the rest of your life, you'll always be garbage.
And I mean just awful. These are episodes that just get me at my very core of anger for just how lowbrow and cruel they can be. Anti-intellectual speeches, horribly violent scenes.
Hey Joe, open your eye.
Infanticide.
I've put Stewie in the oven a bunch of times.
School shooting jokes. Domestic violence. Maybe I'm alone on this, but I find it really hard to laugh at some of these concepts. Some of these scenes feel like they belong more in a horror show than an animated comedy show. With that being said, if you like these Family Guy episodes, good for you. It's just my personal opinion, and purely comes down to personal taste.
The opinion kind of defense bitchin', huh? Fuck you, I got chopped whole, bitch. But besides that, in all realness, your television kind of kills that opinion card for you. You don't even say my worst Family Guy episode all time or anything. So unless you watch Mojo, I won't take any of your crap.
Just a quick warning that this list does contain more violence and offensive scenes than usual, so if that sort of thing bothers you, you may want to skip this one. So, without further ado, let's take a look at what are, in my opinion, the top 10 worst Family Guy episodes of all time. Number 10.
Christmas time is killing us.
Love Blackshally. Here's an idea. Let's watch a straight 20 minutes of an ugly breakup. Doesn't that sound like fun? This episode has to be on the list because it is the episode that began the tidal wave of bad Family Guy humor. The episode starts the first 3 minutes with repeatedly telling us the politician's wife killed someone.
Laura Bush killed a guy.
Laura Bush.
Jeering at Joe's handicap, calling a woman a well, even I won't say that.
Yep, with a capital C.
And wraps this first 3 minutes up with the sounds of domestic violence mixed with Dr. Seuss. I have never seen a show so effectively crap on so many otherwise decent concepts in the space of 3 minutes. The rest of this episode is basically about Brian feeling bad for not jumping his new girlfriend on the first date, because Cleveland is laughingly sleeping with his girlfriend.
We good, Brian. We good.
It teaches young impressionable minds it's bad not to immediately jump into sex in a relationship. And if you don't, you're gay and your girlfriend will leave you. Isn't that great logic? It's just a very sore, unpleasant episode. And if you're still with me, let's press on.
Okay, first thing, young impressionable minds? What? I know family isn't Family Guy's name, but it made it in for those at its core. And why act like Family Guy have morals? Okay, I know Seth tells morals time to time, Dr. Brian, but this is not one of those episodes. Another thing, you kind of botched up the punchline of the episode. always go for sex in a relationship, but Stewie's telling him to slow down and not go for it, and bites him. I know this might be a little bit detailed, but you're kind of inconsistent with describing each episode. It kind of hurts your list in general because you're very inconsistent with these little details.
Number 8.
Killing us. Killing us!
Screams of silence.
Crap! Oh my god! He must have autoerotically asphyxiated himself!
This one is notorious for its discussion of domestic violence, and I was told it was a bad one, but I have to admit, I had mixed feelings about it. Basically, the episode is about Quagmire's sister and her domestically abusive husband. At the beginning, it handles the subject with dignity, and it's not just an off-color joke.
I want the girl I grew up with back. I want my sister back. Brenda, I love you. Please make the right decision.
I actually really liked some of the jokes in this one. Iraq lobster. To me, that's genuinely funny.
Death to America!
Apologies for this jokes to people from Iran. But the episode...
For real, if it's something you legitimately like about Screams of Silence, why is number 8? Why can't you put it low on the list? It's your opinion, even I'm questioning it.
Gets really ugly in the second half, where our three heroes decide they should just kill off the husband in the woods. We then get some really unpleasant and grotesque scenes in the woods, including a strangling scene, and the entire thing getting covered up. I do think this is one of the worst, but I also think people should watch this one.
I choke myself every day, you bastard.
You recommend number 8. Worst episode of all time list. Can't even rank. Also, I'm skipping number 7 because it's vestigial Peter. It basically can find Time Peter annoying, missing the other side episode. And also skipping number 6 because it is Seahorse Seashell Party to find boring even though you don't like the stuff that is happening in an episode. So, skip!
And for number 5,
Killing us! Killing us!
April in Quahog. Have you ever wondered how someone would act if they knew the world was going to end? Would they suddenly become rude, obnoxious, and completely nihilistic to their family and friends? Well, Peter already does. But apparently he becomes even more heartless and cruel to his family now. Basically, news broadcasts make an April Fool's about the world going to end. So Peter gives his family the middle finger and does whatever he wants, even more than usual. I sometimes feel like Seth is trying to make a commentary on something, but for the life of me, I can't figure out what.
You know, this thing is bugging me.
People are horrible?
Alright, I'm gonna take a...
Is that it? Peter then goes on to tell his children he wishes they were never around, and for some reason his family is a little bit upset at him. Are we supposed to be feeling sorry for Peter at this point? This is a guy who openly states he beat his children as infants, gives them drugs, assaults his daughter, beats his wife, attacks random people, and cares nothing for anyone except himself. This guy deserves to be in jail, not given a turnaround where he says sorry and the family likes him again, which just happens like clockwork every episode. I find it really hard to stomach watching Peter in this one.
Well, I guess if you can't earn your kids' respect, you can always buy it.
As for number 5, you can't miss total episode. Yeah, Peter said that to his kids after Lois chewed him out for it. He actually tries to make it up to them through legit means. It's so funny saying Peter never had a turnaround. You picked this episode precisely to say that point. You kind of make in the long run, you didn't tell us the other half of the episode is kind of biting your ass right now. There won't be past with some of these viewers. Especially for like Mr. Intern and people like that. But why you hold again for that against certain characters? Yeah, they did that, and yeah, it happened. But if the characters can't forgive them, why can't you? If as a fan guy, he doesn't have number one on point like continuity, so it just bugged me highly. So let's keep on going on. You may argue that his friends may do the work for him, but he didn't say it himself, so that's why I have to say this. I'm giving number 4 because honestly, I really got nothing much besides this clip.
Maybe I'm not the target audience, but
You fucking thing. And also number 3 because honestly, I kinda agree with him in terms of Brian. Besides, he actually liked Vinny more than Brian.
Us. Killing us!
Herpy the Love Saw. I mean, really, what can you expect from a title like that? 4 words and they've already gone into bad taste. Anyway, let's try and give it a fair look. We start the episode with Peter assaulting his children with a whip. Yeah, that's pretty standard awful for Peter. He attacks innocent women. Yeah, still standard Peter behavior. Brian gives Stewie herpes. And there we go. You know a Family Guy episode is going to be bad when it starts by making you physically sick. Oh, the imagery for this one is just, revolting. For some reason, this episode just keeps showing us revolting imagery, as though it's trying to gross its viewers out. I've never quite figured out how gross out episodes do anything for a TV series except lose viewers.
Wait, I mean it's something from my commentator training.
I have taught you all well.
Thanks, Master Astaroth. If gross out really just lose all viewers, all your monsters, Red, Sleepy, and Count Chicken to be those more my examples. The Flapjacket and Borderline Clarence wouldn't last as long as they did. As they did, it's hard for gross out, it's just not us.
But maybe people see something I don't in this? One viewing was all I could handle of this one, and barely that. I mean, I guess if you wanted to lose your appetite or make yourself throw up, it'd be good. But bulimia isn't funny. As usual, Brian shows himself to be a dirtbag by knowingly giving everyone he dates herpes. Just an exceptionally gross and unpleasant episode. I don't recommend this one.
Bullshit. It's not like Chris got herpes too from Brian, and Stewie and Chris get back at Brian by ruining his dates that made Brian apologize for what he did and try not to do for other people. I'm sorry if it sounds like you miss this or that. I don't care. I'm not here to change that opinion. If I don't big up, it's kind of glaring for someone like you.
And the number 1 worst Family Guy episode of all time is...
Christmas time is killing us!
Brian's a bad father. The entire episode premise is summed up in the 4-word title, and that's what the entire episode is. Just bitterness and uncomfortableness as we watch Brian being a deadbeat, manipulative father to his son Dylan. And we also get another side plot of Peter purposely shooting Quagmire, and they become enemies. Why does he shoot Quagmire? I don't know, they never explain it.
Now this is a gun without a safety. Quite the difference, huh?
He's an asshole.
I don't think any other episode better displays how selfish Brian can be, and how cruel and psychopathic Peter is. We spend the entire episode watching Peter be indifferent and just horrible to Quagmire, while Brian tries to mooch off his son's fame, which is just cringingly pathetic to watch for the viewer. Even the jokes in this one have this extra uncomfortable sting to them. I swear this episode was just made to annoy people. And we finish the episode off by making fun of the mentally handicapped. It also contains what I consider the most horrible joke I've ever heard.
Hey, Lois, if I was going to kill myself, do I slit my wrists this way or this way?
Sideways for attention, long way for results.
Meg is right.
Okay, I'll be in the garage.
Let me speak with you frankly for a second. Sorry to break the flow of the video with this live action. If you ever feel suicidal thoughts, call this number in the US and this number in the UK. I've also attached other countries in the description. Sorry to show you this joke. You deserve better. And with that out of the way, let's continue.
Mother of Antichrist is just dark humor. Hey, I've heard they give out suicide line for just a joke. I don't care if you're not a fan of that kid, but just, oh my god.
This one shows just how messed up our countries can be. Swear words get bleeped, but we can guide young people in how to slit their wrists.
Again, with the young people saying, what's up with that?
Nipples? Terrible. Suicide guides? A-OK. I have zero respect for Family Guy after I saw this scene. What writer thought people would laugh at this? Did they even expect people to laugh? Did they care?
Humor is subjective.
Pardon me for getting so serious about this, but this episode just made me lose my sense of humor. I know Seth knows he appeals to a teen demographic. He says so himself.
So that's what you mean by young impressionable minds and young people. I really think teenagers will actually take this seriously. I know teens are dumb, but they're not that dumb.
That's a comment on us.
I don't know what mountain of spite, hate, and anger this scene came from, but it represents the absolute worst of Family Guy, no exceptions. Nothing is given to the audience in this scene, just pure judgment, spite, and hate. And that's why we have a winner. Brian's a Bad Father is the worst Family Guy episode. No exceptions.
And remember, kids, TV violence.
You really get all that type of feelings from one small, dark little joke. And also, to get the scene in proper context, yeah, Peter did what he did to crack my, but I actually did feel bad to the point he felt like doing that little bit. So, just... And as for Brian, it's not like his son chewed him out for what he did. It's probably one of the things you probably, the footage does his argument for him, but he doesn't say to himself. It kind of bugged me. I'm gonna end the video off here. It's just him saying Family Guy has some good episodes and basically plugging his next video is gonna do. So final side, Family Guy, this video is kind of a mishmash. Like this, he has some really good points for like number 4 and 3. But like, sometimes we get to tell the other half of the episode, which is kind of glaring because to me, it's kind of a redeemed episode, but it doesn't matter if you like the other half or not. It just don't mention it. Just bugs me to a very good degree. And as for your number 1, he actually gave out hotline numbers because of one dark joke. It's just wow. And see, as for your channel as a whole, you're alright. I really do like your top 10 worst cartoon videos besides the last 2. Just as I'm not gonna subscribe to you or anything like that, but like I'm not gonna stop you from uploading anything. So yeah. So see you guys in the next one. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got a whole lot on my plate, so bye.